The intro is the worst part to figure out. Hey guys, I'm going to do a makeup video right now, which is why you're sort of up close and personal. I have some things that I want to talk to you about. I kind of have an idea what I'm going to do on my face. I also have some questions to ask you. I'm jumping all over the place. Before we do any of that, I'm going to talk to you about some really shitty makeup because I tried to film this video yesterday, and after about a half hour, I just gave up, turned the camera off, washed my face, washed my brushes, and went to bed. I just couldn't take it anymore. This is the culprit right here. This is the Provenza Schouler, or if you are enjoying Toast with Chloe, the Provenza Schouler eyeshadow palette from Lancome. They launched 2 of these recently. This is the cooler toned one. I saw this and I thought, I'm going to pick it up. I haven't seen anybody talk about it. I haven't really seen any swatches. It looks kind of cool. I like the designer. So you know what? Let's just take a chance. It looked fun. No, I was wrong. I'm going to make this very brief to save you the agony that I went through when I was trying to mess with this thing. This is an eyeshadow palette with 10 eyeshadows. 5 of them are creams. That is 5 too many creams to put in an eyeshadow palette, because anytime you're using a powder product and it's next to a cream product, it's going to make a mess. It's going to make the cream unusable, especially if the creams are, yes, they are lighter than the shades that they're next to. That makes no sense. So what you have here, cream, 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 cream. Take those out of the equation because we're not going to use those, because why? What you have here are 2 burgundy shadows that look almost identical, a dark navy that's basically a powder version of the cream that it's next to, but it's also a dark shadow. And then you have this, which is kind of a mid-tone sort of pink, but on me, it's darker, so it really leans more towards these. And then this light shade, which again on me is more of a mid-tone color. So I know on different skin tones it's gonna look different, but where's the variation? How am I supposed to make something with this? And the cream products, what do you need these 3 cream shadows for? Look at them. They're so, and these 2 might as well be the same. No sense. No sense at all. No bueno. Bad Lancome. So I was going to do a makeup look with that, but instead, I'm going to use a palette that I like. And this is the Urban Decay Born to Run palette. So I'm going to try messing around with some of the greens down here because I haven't used those yet. I also have some other greens on standby, just in case. Let's get started with the face. I'm using Estee Lauder Swiss Performing Extract. I love this stuff, and it smells like a Veda, and it's 5 million years old, and nobody talks about it, but I do. And if you have dry skin, this is a wonderful product. If you have sensitive skin, run away, because it has a perfume in it that's a Veda-y, but it's kind of strong. For foundation, I'm going to be using Estee Lauder's Country Mist. Why? Because I love it, and it's like the last bottle on the planet, and eventually it's going to go bad. You might as well use the things that you like instead of hoarding them and saving them. That doesn't make any sense. I know that it makes sense emotionally, but it doesn't make any good logical sense. Most of the products that I'm using today are kind of comfort food products for me. These are things that I just like that usually I keep in my bag with me. I'm using the Joan Collins Timeless Beauty Eye Definition. This is a brow and eye definition kit. You've got a little eyeliner, a little brow thing, a highlighter, and then this is a brow wax. It also comes with tiny, tiny little tweezers. And actually I used these once. I was on vacation and I had a sliver and I didn't have tweezers, but I had this. It's got a little spoolie and then it's got a little double-ended angle brush, which is kind of fun, as are most things double-ended. I'm using the brow powder, just filling in my brows a little bit. I do like to go right in under here, and I know my eyes are kind of deep set, and it's not like I have to emphasize this. I just like the way that it looks. Benefit Gimme Brow. And them's the brows. Now, let's do the eyes. My plan is to work with Big Sky down here. I'm gonna mix it with a little bit of Breakaway because I don't think that it's gonna be as light as I want it to be. And then this green in here. If I need it, I also have Plumage, or as I like to say, Plumage from MAC right here that I can use, which is sort of like a dark, smoky black and teal color. Eyeshadow primer, MAC's Eyeliner Mixing Medium. This creates a very, very tacky, long-wearing base for eyeshadows. Now I just let that dry just a little. So I have already filmed a bunch of videos. I did Doris and Melba. It was uploaded on my birthday. Thank you very much. Happy birthday to me. Last Thursday, right? Oh, yeah, my eyelids are stuck together now. Before I did that, because I had to shave, and I do like myself with a beard, I did a variety of other videos that will be coming in some... Basically, what I'm saying is that I have some stuff that I filmed. My eyelids keep sticking together. I gotta put some on my eyes. Shut up. Stop talking to me. So this is Big Sky mixed with a little Breakaway. And what I'm doing is I'm kind of adjusting my ratios of how much one color I get mixed with the other one. So as I'm applying the product towards the inner part of the eye, I'm using more Breakaway than Big Sky. And as I get towards the outer part of the eye, I'm kind of switching that. So mostly what I'm using over here is Big Sky. Now I'm just blending this out and up into and past the crease a little bit. All right, next I'm going to take some of the darker color Wanderlust, and I'm going to be putting that in the outer corner here. And then just blend the edges. Now I don't have a lot of space here to play with, so I mean, lots of times I'll kind of go right up into the brow and do a little bit of 80s kind of cover of Vogue magazine sort of a look. 1984, right around in there. But I'm trying to keep this nice and pretty today. And because you don't see much of my actual like eyelid when I open my eye, I'm not going in here. Now I'm going to go in with a little bit of Plumage from MAC, just over the crease. Blend it out just a little bit, just to make this nice and dark. Wanderlust on the bottom. A little bit of Big Sky. I'm just kind of blending that in with my finger on the bottom lid. And that may be pretty much it. Now I'm going to take a little bit of bronzer. I'm using Too Faced's Chocolate and just go in right here. Eyeliner, just black eyeliner. I'm going to do the waterline. And mascara. I'm using MAC Studio Sculpt Lash because I have it. I never use it. And I'm just like, for God's sakes, just use this already. It's nice for the bottom lashes. It's a little wonky for me for the top lashes, but I'm going to use it anyway. Two more things I want to talk to you about. One is the album. So, working on a second album. It's going very well. The update is that there will be a single. I hate that mascara so much. Why am I using it? I need to remind me to throw it away. I prefer volume over length. I think that we can all agree with that. Thick is much more important than long. At any rate, I'm excited about the album. I'm excited about the single. I'm really looking forward to sharing it. I really want to be able to tell you more, but there isn't more for me to tell at the moment. And I've talked to the artist who's going to be... Sorry, that's right under the microphone. I've talked to the artist who's going to be doing the cover for me because I am not doing my own cover art this time. And I'm just like super jazzed about it. If you are familiar with my last album from 2010, this is very different. Seems like people say that all the time when they're doing something new, but it is, because that was very acoustic and this is much more electronic, which tends to be what I do most of anyway. So the funny thing about that first record is it doesn't sound at all like music that I normally do. I don't really have a sense like I need a lot of powder, but I am going to use a touch of it. But before we get to that, concealer. I'm going to make it easy on myself with, this is another Joan Collins product. This is the Fade to Perfect Concealer. Love this stuff. If you like Touche Éclat, to me, it's very, very, very similar. It just comes in a different applicator, one that I prefer. There's just something about rubbing that plastic brush on your face. Now just a little bit of powder, just where I think I want it, and that's it. I'm going to use that same bronzer from Too Faced, the chocolate. Then I'm going over that with a blush. This is Rose from Joan Collins, just because I always use Dusky Pink. It's my favorite blush ever, and so I thought that I would grab a different color. I have this like lip gloss lipstick from MAC that I've been freaking out over lately. It's that lip plumper one. I don't know if I showed this in a video or not. I thought that I did. So swell, with plenty of pout plumping gloss, which for a while I was using in a very sanitary way, and now I'm just putting right on my mouth because I am burning through this lip gloss. I wear it all the time. And lots of times when I do lipstick, because I just want it to sort of be like foundation for my lips, I'll put it on the bottom, press my lips together, and just sort of blend it out a little bit. And that's my lipstick. And there you have it. It's oh, that's why there's so much noise, because high school just got out. School's back in session. What? Ugh, I hate this time of year. Makes me nervous. Even I haven't been to school in like 20 years, but it still makes me nervous. The next thing that I'm going to talk about makes me want to play with my hair a lot because I'm uncomfortable and suddenly realizing that I'm sitting in my room talking to a lens on a camera and existential crisis. Okay, take a deep breath because we're going to talk about it for a couple minutes. Patreon, let's just get that out of the way. Okay, are you still here? So I want to talk to you about this because this is something that I've been looking at now for over a year, but haven't made a move on. And I don't know, but I would like to. And so I want to get your opinion. I don't want you to tell me what you think other people think. I want you to tell me what you think, and I want you to tell me why. If you don't know what Patreon is, look it up. If you still don't know, ask it in the comment section and I will respond and tell you, or someone else will, or whatever. Everybody and their uncle has one. It's like wildly common. I'm concerned that it's a little oversaturated. There are other types of platforms where you can, it's basically you're providing support for the person who you're watching in the form of financial something, a pledge. And then you get something. It's like PBS or NPR. At this level, you get the box set of Faulty Towers, which could be a fun perk at a specific tier. But I digress. So there are other things that, I mean, there's like OnlyFans, which does videos, and I think that it's not just for porn stars, but it seems to be that it's mostly porn stars that use it. I would like to explore, finally, after 8 years of doing this, I guess, I would like to explore how it would work if I was doing something and you were contributing in some way, and what you wanted out of it is basically what I'm getting at. Now, I want to tell you this, and this has nothing to do with anything, but I want to tell you anyway. The reason this was such a struggle for me is because I look at the YouTube beauty community and I'm not necessarily happy with what I see. I don't feel a part of it. I don't really care for it. It's sort of off-putting. I tend to not watch beauty videos. I am subscribed to, I looked it up, 48 channels. Of those, 10 of them are beauty channels. Of those, 4 of them are people who still post, and you can't make me unsubscribe from Richie Nickel. I don't care what you say. So not feeling like I'm really a part of this community, and then watching it constantly like implode on itself, and then there's drama, but it's just such a turnoff. And so the idea of sitting here saying, hey, would you like to pledge to my Patreon and blah, 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 it's just sort of a turnoff, and it feels a little icky. But then I realize I'm not a part of this community because I'm not a personality-driven channel. a lot of the beauty community, I think, a lot of the bigger channels on YouTube, whether it's beauty or not, they're personalities. They're YouTube personalities. These are the people that get the sponsorships. These are the people that collaborate with brands. That's not me. I have a personality, but it's very much secondary to what I do on here. I like doing research. I like testing products. I like talking about products. I like sharing techniques. I like providing education. I also have a creative side to me. I like to make music. I like to make videos. I like making funny sketches. I like providing a form of entertainment. The personality is never really out there. It's completely secondary. Because of that, I can kind of wrap my head around, hey, maybe let's talk about Patreon as a possibility. I have a number of ideas of things that I could do at different tier levels, because it's sort of like you pledge a certain amount monthly and then you get whatever bonus. I want to know what you would like, if it's something that you would like. If it is not, I want you to tell me that it's not and why. If there's something else that you would prefer, please share that as well. This is sort of about starting a conversation the best way that I can think to, which is kind of limited through like the comment section, but you know me, you know that I'm generally, except for a couple points in my life, really good about replying to every comment that I see. So I will get back to you. But let's talk about it, because I want to, and I want to say that I think it's okay and it's fine to ask, and it's really hard, and this is why artists have managers, because they hate asking for anything. I've done so many. The first website that I ever did back in the day, I spent like 2 months working on it. I was probably like 19. And this person said, well, how much is it going to cost? And I actually said the words, well, just pay me whatever you think it's worth. And I think they gave me $200 for like the whole thing. But I'm still incredibly uncomfortable with asking for money, because it's stuff that you enjoy. I enjoy doing this. I'm not after numbers. I'm not after views. I would rather have 100 people that are engaged and talking than thousands and thousands and thousands. I know that my views are plummeting. I know that my subscriber count hasn't grown. I've tried a little bit to sort of understand the YouTube algorithm, but it makes no sense to me. And I'm kind of okay with it. At this point, views are low, so I feel like, it's just the hardcore folks in me. And that's kind of cool, because if I used to get 10,000 views on a video, that's awesome. If I only get 800 now, you know what? 800 is still pretty fucking good. And I'm okay with that. Sincerely, I'm being completely honest. I am so okay with that. So, that being said, this is a green eye look. Let me know what you think about Patreon. Let me know what you would like if you want to do it, if it's something that you would be interested in doing. What kinds of things do you look for when you're supporting people? What kinds of perks do you want? Because I really want to hear what you think, because this is completely out of my wheelhouse. And again, if there's something else that you would prefer, if you don't like it, tell me why, because I want to know why, because it's important for me to kind of figure stuff out. If you have any questions, comments, anything like that, other than the Patreon thing, please leave a comment in the comment section, or a question in the comment section, and I will do my best to get back to you. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. I have plenty of videos on the way. They're already filmed. I just need to edit them. I have a really cool one that I did with Erica like 9 months ago, where we went thrift store shopping and then put together a bunch of outfits. I still need to edit that. It's just a monster, and I've been a little afraid of it. But I know I need to do it, and I want to do it, and you want to see it. I will see you guys later. Thanks so much.